everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, despite the elements, these fans here in western Pennsylvania, they wouldn't dream of missing this one as you get a look inside snowy Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Foreman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. DJ Reader able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here's Smith now on second down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right at the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback. Following the penalty, it's Kamara.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Back to throw, Smith. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Yeah, the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
So out come the Raiders. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They run again with Foreman. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Fumble fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And he fires one incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. 2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. This is C.J. Procise, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now Tannehill, and this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Omar Bolden. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. From the gun, here's Smith. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. Fresh set of downs here. Kamara trying the right side. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. The 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jay Ajayi, 52 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is knocked down from the side, near the 42. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off play action, Tannehill. Trump, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down. Right out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Kamara. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Smith to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Tannehill. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Smith dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Smith. He finds Coleman. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. DJ Reader in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Hard throw, incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Tannehill. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders get a score closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Tannehill on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Smith out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jeremiah Tauchu coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Here's Smith now on second down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Offense in a good spot here. 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Going for the deep ball. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he is only 5.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards high and an Oakland first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. A carry for Foreman, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Ryan Shazier in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Tannehill. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here. A give. This is Kamara. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Smith now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A swing pass caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll go with Foreman, and that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 4-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
Want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go